So you might be thinking you do not have time to learn how to trade. Well, that's partially true, because if the bull market starts picking up, I genuinely believe that trading can be extremely difficult. And if you really want to trade profitably in the bull market, you might be thinking, well, you don't have time. First off, I want you to know that's not true. You do have time, but it is difficult to learn how to trade professionally. So you might heard about this magic formula of copy trading, and you want to know what it is, how to get involved, and how risky it is. That is exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. There's a billion ways to make money in crypto, and I am on a mission to find them all. My name is Fefe, and the best part is, if I find anything, I share it with you. So if I make money, you can make money too. If that sounds good, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, make sure to follow me on X. There is a link in the description. Let's jump into the show. Now, what is copy trading? Copy trading basically means that automatically through a software, you're able to copy someone else's trades, or you're able to copy someone else's algorithm to trade for you. Now, back in the days, the way it would have worked is someone took a trade, they called you, they told you what trade they took, and you took the exact same trade. Now, happily, through exchanges and through different software, it is easily accessible now, and it is easily implementable to start copying someone else. So much so that there are statistics and leaderboards and much more for you to decide who do you want to copy in a copy trading platform. For this video, I'm going to show you how you can copy trade on Bitget. They are the sponsors of today's show. If you don't know Bitget, they are quite a big exchange. They have over 25 million users, over 1,500 employees around the globe from over 60 countries. You can trade over 800 tokens, including memes. They have options, derivatives, spot trading, bot trading, copy trading, and much more. Let's jump into it. So a couple of things. There is a link in the description that you can sign up with. You get some great bonuses if you use our links. 2, if you land here, you can straight go out to the copy trading section. But what I wanted to show you is that they have this Oktoberfest running right now that you could benefit of. Literally, the only thing you have to do is you scroll down here and you will see all the tasks. For example, if you deposited $30,000 and maintain that balance, you don't necessarily have to trade that balance, you can get a VIP ticket to Oktoberfest. Or if you achieve $1 million in trading volume, you will be able to get 30 beers on Oktoberfest as well. Now, there are a bunch of cool stuff here that I think you should try out if you decide to sign up to the exchange. Let's get back to the copy trading section. So if you go up here, you will see the copy section and you see a couple of things. One thing I like about Bitget a lot is that they do give a decent explanation on everything. It's quite easy to understand and navigate the platform, which is quite cool. So they have this overview section here as well. You can click on that, and you're not only gonna get the video, an explanation video, and an explanation on everything you need to know, but you're also gonna get some stats: 165,000 elite traders, 800,000 people following, and over $530 million in realized P&L. Now you will see how to do futures copy trading, spot copy trading. So if this video does not answer all your questions you wanted to know about copy trading, you know where to look. But if you go up here, you will see 3 main categories. You will see futures copy trading, you will see spot copy trading, and you will see bot copy trading. Let's talk about futures copy trading first. Now, number 1, futures copy trading means that you will be copying someone taking positions on the derivatives market. That means that they will use leverage. That means added risk. And that also means that you can actually be liquidated. The reason why I say it this way is because it's very important to understand that when you copy trade on futures, you do futures copy trading, there is a possibility of you losing your funds, and it's basically in someone else's hand, unless you set your own criteria. But by default, it is a possibility and you have to keep an eye out. But if you decide to do so, you can go down here and do it very statistically, very data driven. So you go down here, you will see the top traders and you will see all traders. You can filter them. Then you can filter for different things. You can filter for based on their performance, their ROI, their trader profit. Let's go back to the top traders and let me show you how you can filter out people. Number 1, when you see a card like this, you will see their 30-day profit in percentage up here. Then you will see how many people actually signed up out of the 500 that is allowed to be signed up. So you see, for example, for this person, there's 375 people signed up out of 500, and that means there's still place for you to sign up to. If you go lower here, you will see 30-day profit. This is their profit. This is how much money they made on their own account. And then you will see 30-day copy traders profit, which means that how much their followers made from their calls or from copying them. You will see 30-day max drawdown is 113%, which is horrible. We're going to talk about that in a second. And then you will see the 30-day a win rate at 99%. If you scroll lower, you will see who are the high yields traders. The reason why this is good to look for traders here is because these guys make decent money on their own. So it's not someone, so for example, this guy here made $5,000 out of the, with 2,000 profits. That means he put in very little amount of money. And if you scroll down here, you will see that this guy made 32% profits, but he made 74,000. So you want to make sure you copy people who put their money where their mouth is and actually put their own investments in there, not just play around with $1,000, $500, and then let you copy with 5, 10, whatever, $15,000. And then you can scroll down here and they have the highest copier's P&L, which means that it's not only the person who you copy the trades from makes money, but their followers make money as well. This is one of the best places to look for if you want to find someone to copy. This is Futures Copy. I'll tell you how you can find out who to follow, but let's jump into what the spot copy trading is. Now, it's important to know that spot means they are spot trading. That means that there is no risk of liquidation on your portfolio, on your asset. It's a huge difference from futures copy trading, because when you do futures, again, they use leverage. If they come home drunk, take a trade, liquidate your account, that's not good. But they can't really do it on spot, especially if they trade instruments that you believe in the future. For example, they long or they buy Bitcoin. You know, you can't really screw up. Maybe they buy it at the wrong time, but if you're patient enough, this Bitcoins will be on your account and you can sell them anytime you want. And if you believe there will be a Q4 rally, which I believe will be, then you're not at that big of a risk. The only risk is that they buy some shitty asset that just got listed and it's only down. It's the exact same interface, high ROI, high yield. You see some bowlers here. So this guy made 122,000, 115,000, and 77,000. So there are some people here with larger sums of money that we've seen in the futures. These are most likely not gamblers, as to say, but they are really here to trade and trade their larger portfolios, which is cool because you can still copy with $500, $1,000, but they will manage it, or it will be managed as if it was like a $100,000 portfolio. And then go back to copy and you will see bot copy trading. This is quite simple. The way it works, there are people who can set up different bots on Bitget. You can set up your own bot as well. And if the bot is profitable based on the criteria, it will give, it's just like if you would copy a person, but you will be able to copy a bot, and the one who dev'd the bot, who created the bot, will get a percentage of that. You'll see most of these are free to use. It's a very similar interface than what we discussed. You can go down how long this bot has been running, what was the buyer's investment, and what is the minimum investment that you can do, and what's the latest update, 7-day profit, and much more. Now let's go back to the spot, because I believe this is an opportunity to play with this, especially if you believe that Q4 is going to be big. The reason why I would focus on the spot copy trading is because you can't really lose with it. Like you just can't. Let me show you an example. So I took this account. I already have tested this for the past couple of months. If you scroll down here, you go in order history, you will see that my first involvement and my first investment on here was the 17th of July. I just picked a random person that I thought was going to be great, and it took a lot of trades. Here's how the bot performed in the past months. Number one, it actually did a realized almost $13 profit, which is about 3% on the account. Now, my net profit was about $12, again, 2.8%-ish, and it has an unrealized P&L of $14, which means that I'm down about $2 or about 0.5%, less than 0.5% the past 3 months. If you look at Bitcoin performance since the 17th of July, I would be down about 6%, and let's not look at the alts because obviously I would be down much more. So while I enjoy the upside potential here, the trader somehow protected my account by switching from one coin to another, and therefore not losing as much. Now, if I would have just left my money in dollars, obviously I wouldn't even have that $2 loss. But if you want to be exposed to the market, you don't want to bear all the possibilities of losses, and therefore a great trader, if you can pick a great trader, could balance that with great trading in your spot portfolio. Now, before we continue, now very important, this is not financial advice, and I also believe that you should not put your spot portfolio in this. You should only put money in any trading account that you can truly, genuinely afford to lose, because you don't know what's going to happen. It's not only when you do copy trading, but in general, you should not trade with money that you cannot say, okay, I'm okay with losing this money because I still have my moon bags, and when the market picks up, I'm going to recover my losses even if I lose this chunk. So that said, I would look at spot copy trading because I think this could be a great idea to balance the market volatility, as I said. How do you pick the right person? Well, first of all, if we knew that, we would all be billionaires, right? Second, I think it's very important to look at the data, and I'll show you how I approach this. So if you go down, I don't really care about the highest ROI because a lot of times copy traders manage to get into a trade, then there is slippage, and then their people who follow them do not get into the trade. So even though the copy trader actually makes money, their followers sometimes don't. So I don't care about the highest ROI. What I really care about, one, is high yields. So I want to see the person, again, put their money where their mouth is and actually make money off of their own trades, actually make real money. But rather, I want to look at highest copiers P&L. I want to see that the copiers make money. The ones who actually copy this trader makes money. Because if you're a guy from, again, I bring this example, India, Pakistan, somewhere from Asia, a third world country, and you're a great trader because you've been studying my shows, you've been watching my shows on Banter Plus. If you don't watch my shows on Banter Plus, you are missing out, by the way. There is a link in the description. I'm live every single day, bringing you news, trades, and much more, live trading. So come and join us there, and also follow me on X, turn the bell notification on so you never miss my show. But anyway, so if you're around from these places or anywhere in the world and you're a great trader, but you only have $1,000, $500, but you are actually a great trader and consistent trader, you can just come in here and generate profits for your followers, therefore generating profits for yourself as well, but at the same time really making money for your followers. So that's actually what I want to see. So my first thing is that the followers need to make money. Now look at this 11,000 percentage, and I'm going like, okay, this possibly, possibly there, but I mean, I'm not really sure about these massive gains. So I want to make sure that I understand them. So first off, you want to find someone that has space. Now, when it's blue here, you will need Bitget's token, and it's 500 BGB to be eligible to trade these traders. So if you don't want to put that in, you want to look for someone who does not require, or some traders that do not require this. So if you look here, for example, this has a total PN of 2,000, but of 35%. Again, you don't shoot for the 11,000%. Great if they can pull it off, but if you can pull 35% consistently in every month, for example, you're doing great. Like, that's great returns. So this guy made 81,000 for his coppers. He's managing $800,000 asset under management, AUM. So that's kind of good for me. I will look at this one. I'll just simply click on here, and this will bring their profile up. Pay attention now. This is what we're going to do now. First off, I want to go down here and I want to see their performance, not in the last 7 days, but in the last 6 months. It's very important to have an understanding on how did they perform the last 6 months. From here, you immediately see that their ROI was about 30% the past 6 months. That means it's an average 5%, which is, if you look at the market again, the past 6 months, we've basically just been down, and this person was able to generate 5% profit on average every month on spot without the added risk of getting liquidated. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's the perfect one, but I'm not saying it's bad. I still want to look for something better, so I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna go on to this one. I found this 500 and it has 66. Let's look at this, 162%. Again, I will filter for the last 6 months, and this is quite a decent percentage. So as you see here, he started in April with 143%. So he was already up at 143% since April, and he's up to 162%. Now, that means he's, first of all, consistent, but also he had to get up to this 143%. So I might think the same scenario. This guy makes about 4% a month. Might not be what you're looking for, but considering the fact that the market was down only, this could not be a bad bet. So once you analyze that, you will be able to see their total profits. This guy made about 11,000 in the past 6 months. You will see their asset under management, total assets. That is the asset that he has. So he has about $5,000 in there. When did he take a last trade? Last traded in September, so that's already a red flag for me, because that means he's not trading. Trading frequency, how frequently he's trading. You see trading frequency is 2, not the best either. Profit share ratio 4%. This is how much you will need to give up for that person. Now again, I would not copy this trader because first of all, he didn't take trades for a long time now. Maybe that's smart as well. Maybe you're a conservative one and you say like, okay, this guy didn't take trades because he didn't see the trades coming through for a month now, and that's also good. But for me, again, if I decide to copy trade someone, I want to look for something else. So I'm gonna go back again. Now I'm looking more and more through. It's very clear that you actually need to get these tokens to find a decent deal. A great trader, obviously the ones who become elite traders become that for a reason. So you will need to have these 500 BGB in order to be able to copy these traders. But I want to show you what would be a decent or great looking data that I would be looking at. So number one, this guy grew from about 400% down in May up to 600% now. That's about 50% profits. That means almost 10% a month on average. Again, in a market that is going down, and this is spot. It's an incredible result in my honest opinion. That's perfect for me. I'm gonna go down lower, total profits. I wanna see that as well. I don't really mind him having a lower profit exactly for the reasons that I explained. I wanna see his stats here. He doesn't show his assets, by the way, here. That's interesting as well. Asset under management, $1.2 million, which is decent. Last trade he took was October 10th, which is again fantastic. He's sharing 10% profit, which again, I'm fine. If you make money for me, I'm happy to pay 10% off it. Trade frequency is 4 is great. And there's 18,000 people watching this, which is also nice. Now I want to go down lower and see the asset allocation. I want to see what he's trading. So he doesn't trade the shittiest shit. So he trades BGB, he trades Sui, People, Avi, 𝗏𝗏, and Undo. The reason near OG and others is 25%. So I would like to see them not trading all the shitty, dirty degen meme coins. It's great to see some decent allocations in his portfolio as well. And it's also nice to see that he has some memes in his portfolio. So that means that obviously he's open to looking at that market. Lower here, you will see position duration, how long he takes the position and how much he profits. And then you will see his trading volume. Also important is you will see his copy trading pairs. So what is he usually trading or trades the most? Then when you have that and you got these tokens, you will be able to copy. Let me show you in another one. So this is kind of the bottom that you will see. You will click on copy. It will give you the disclaimer, and then you will be able to click confirm. You'll be able to add the amount, so how much money you are willing to risk. Again, it's very important, please. Only risk money that you can truly afford to lose. Okay, it's very important. And then you will be able to add your risk management, meaning how much you really want to copy with, how much is your stop loss ratio, how much is your take profit ratio. So you can tweak this a little bit. In my honest opinion, don't do it. Take some money that you can truly afford to lose, look at their stats and invest that money. Don't override their strategy, because if you start overriding the strategy, that screws up with your own portfolio, because that means you're trading, or you think that you're smarter than the trader. You try to override their position, and by doing that, you can easily screw yourself. So I would definitely not do that. I would just put in an amount of money and I would just click next and simply copy their trades. Now guys, again, my honest opinion is trading is extremely difficult. Learning to trade in the bull market is quite easy, because you can just simply buy anything. When the market really starts going into the banana zone, you can buy anything and it basically goes up tomorrow. But preserving capital, as we've seen here, when the market is down for 6 months and these guys are able to take these trades and actually balance the losses on the market, is quite difficult. If you want someone to trade for you, I would recommend you look at something like the copy trading accounts. You can look at futures if you want a little more excitement and adrenaline, and of course higher risk, higher reward. Or you can just take a couple of $1,000 or $500 or $100 and put it in a spot copy trading account. Or as I said, you can even copy strategies. You can try it out as well. Guys, there's a link in the description to Bitget. The reason why I recommend Bitget for this as well is because, one, they are very well regulated, they are safe, they are secure, they are also KYC as well, so you have to see if you're able to use it. There's a link in the description. Check it out. If you like this video, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Share it with your friends, like the show, follow me on X. Come to my daily live shows. It's very important. Come to my daily live shows. There is a link in the description to the Banter Plus channel. And again, thank you so much for watching. I believe I'll see you in the next one. Take care.